Hey guys, Mrs. Wickham here. Today we are going to be doing a lot of math together to practice because you have your first big math test coming up next time I see you. So we're going to do lots of practice together. And the great thing about this is that we already know how to do all these kinds of problems. This is just going to be a good reminder for you and a chance to practice some of the problems that you'll see on your test. So I'm looking at the test right now when I'm coming up with these problems for you, and I'm taking these same problems and just changing the numbers a little bit. So if you really focus and do a great job practicing today, the test should be easy peasy for you. Okay? I'm going to do this a little bit differently today. The way that I'm going to do it, I'm going to call it pause and solve. So I'll write out a problem on my on my whiteboard. You will copy the problem and then pause it and solve, okay? Once you've solved the problem, play the video again, and then I'll walk you through how to solve it in case you need the help. But this is really a chance for you to practice solving some of these problems. And if there's anything you're not sure how to solve, you can just watch the video straight through and see how I do it. But pay really close attention to those because you're going to have ones just like that on your test. Okay? So today, for our work, we're not doing any work in our workbook. We're just going to do it all on a whiteboard. So you can get out your phonics whiteboard to use. If you have a different kind of whiteboard at home, if you happen to have like a blank one or something that you would like to do it on, that's fine too. You could even do it on a piece of paper if you would rather and just write down all the problems, but I'm going to do it on a whiteboard as I walk you through, okay? So right now let's practice pausing the video to get all your supplies ready, and then you can come back and hit play again when you're ready to start the problems, okay? Go get your supplies. All right, here we go. The first problem we're going to work with today is a number bond. Okay, I'm going to set up this number bond, and it's going to be your job to give me 4 equations that match this number bond. So you should be giving me 2 plus equations as well as 2 minus equations. Now let me give you one hint before you start. Remember that your minus equations are always going to start with the biggest number. Okay, I want you to take this number bond and turn it into 4 equations. Now is your chance to pause and solve. Okay, let's see how you did. When I am taking my number bond and I'm turning it into pluses, I'm going to start with my parts. And it doesn't matter which one I start with. First, I'm going to start with 4. Then I'm going to add my other part, and that equals my total. Next, I have to start with the opposite number. I'm just going to flip my addition equation around and solve it that way. Did you do it right? Let's move on and see the minuses. The minuses, remember, we always have to start with the biggest number. So I'll start with 6 both times. I go ahead and write that right away so that way I don't forget, because I don't want to flip my minus like I flip my plus. We always have to start with the biggest number. Now we can take away one part, and our answer will be whatever is left over. And next time I'm going to start with 6, take away my other part, minus 2 equals 4. Did you get it right? I hope so. Let's move on and do another one. All right, here's the next one. You do not need to copy this down. This one I just want you to think about in your head. So when I say pause and solve, you don't necessarily need to write it down unless you want to. Here's the question. Which addition equation can help you find 8 minus 2? So what they want us to do here is basically they're asking, how can we turn this around into an addition equation? Would we change it to 8 plus 2 equals 10? Could we make it 2 plus 6 equals 8? Or would we turn it into 2 plus 7 equals 8? I'm going to give you a hint. I want you to start with a number bond. This could really help us out. We're going to put our biggest number in the top of our number bond right now. Our biggest number is that 8. One of my parts is the 2. And when I subtract, I'll realize that my answer would be 6. So which addition equation would match? Pause and solve. All right, here's what I love for you to do. Always turn it into a number bond, and that will help us figure out how to solve it. Does this addition equation match this number bond? No, it doesn't. It can't be that one. Does this addition equation match this number bond? Yes. Let's come back to this one. Let's double check and make sure this one can't be right too. Does this addition equation match the number bond? No, it does not. So here we go. Here's the addition equation that we could use to help us solve this subtraction equation. Nice job. Let's do another one. All right, here's the next one. 5 black beads and 2 white beads. How many beads in all? Here's my important parts. I'm going to stop and circle them. They also sometimes give you a picture, but instead of drawing out 5 separate things, they did one big thing and put a 5 in it. So make sure you pay attention to the number and not just the picture to help you solve. All right, I want to see if you can solve this one on your own. Pause and solve. Let's see if you got it right. I started with 5. I added 2. If I count on 5, 6, 7. 7 is my answer. Did you get it right? I hope so. Let's keep going. All right, let's practice another one of these number bond problems. These are so important for us in first grade to know how we can turn equations around into pluses or minuses. This time, I left out a number for you. So your first job is going to be to figure out what number is missing, and then to take your number bond and do a fact family. Turn it into 2 plus equations and 2 minus equations. I'll give you the hint one more time that we always have to start with the biggest number when we're doing our minuses. All right, your turn to solve it. Pause and solve and come back when you're done. All right, let's see if we got it right. The first step I'm going to do is to solve what's missing here. So I know I have 9. How many more do I need until I get up to 10? Just 1. Now I can turn this into my problems. First, I'll start with my parts. Next, I'll flip my parts around. And then on my minuses, I'm going to take away 1 part. My answer will be the other part that's left. And this time I'm going to do backwards. Start with the biggest number, take away the other part, and my answer is what's left. If you need to pause and check, make sure you solve correctly, now would be a great time to do that. Let's keep going. All right, next I just gave you 2 addition equations. Your job is to solve them, but I would like to see some work next to it too. I want to see what strategy you're using to solve these. So maybe draw a picture to match. You could draw a number bond to match if you would rather. Actually, you know what? It's okay even if you do mental math. If you do math in your head, that's fine too, or use your fingers, okay? Pause and solve and come back when you're done. I'm going to draw a picture to help me out. 6 plus 2. I'm going to draw something simple like circles. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Now I can count them. 6, 7, 8. 8 is my answer there. 4 plus 3. This time maybe I'll use my fingers. 4 fingers plus 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I hope you got those ones right. Let's do a couple more. You guys are really doing awesome. I know you're going to do so great on our test. Are you ready for another? All right, here's our next practice problem. This is a doubles plus 1, a near doubles problem. So let's see if we can solve it. When I'm looking here, I see the double 4 plus 4, but don't forget about this 1. We'll solve it first that way, and then let's change it to 4 plus 5 and solve it as well. I want you don't need to draw the picture, but you can write the equations. That's what I would like to see from you. So now would be your chance to pause and solve and come back when you're done. All right, let's see if we did it. Our doubles can help us to solve lots of different problems. If we know 4 plus 4, then it will be really easy to just add 1 more. I know 4 plus 4 equals 8, so I can count on 9. 4 plus 4 plus 1 equals 9. This equation is the same as this equation. Instead, we're just making it more simple and doing 4 plus 5. My answer should be the same, 9. All right, here's our next word problem. 8 dogs are playing. I hope you're thinking, stop, because I need to circle something really important there. 8. 3, stop. 3 are black and the rest are white. I'm going to circle the rest. That tells me something important here. How many are white? I set up the problem for you. We started with 3 black dogs. We're trying to figure out how many are white if we have 8 dogs all together. Here's your problem. Pause and solve and come back when you're done. All right, we set this up very carefully because I know I'm not doing 8 plus 3. It told me in the problem that I have 8 dogs all together. If 3 are black, we're trying to figure out the rest. How many are white? Let's count on to solve this. Ready? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to stop right there. How many did I add? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dogs are white. I think these problems are some of the trickiest problems we do in first grade. So many of us read the problems and we just want to do, 8 plus 3. But we have to be very careful about the words in the rest of the problem and figure out what is it asking us. So if you got this one, I'm super proud. Way to go. All right. This time, you are just solving for the missing numbers. Okay, I did 4 number bonds. This one might take you a little longer to copy down, but I want you to solve for the missing numbers. Find what's missing in each number bond. Pause and solve. This one might have taken you a little bit longer. That's okay. I'm going to show you the answers now. 4 plus 4 would equal 8. 6 plus 3 would take me up to 9. These ones I had to add together to find the total that was missing. So 7 plus 4, I'm going to use my fingers and count up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is my answer there. And 5 plus 1 equals 6. Did you get them right? I hope so. How did you do? Were you able to solve those problems by yourself? I hope that some of them felt easy. If some of them felt a little hard, that's okay. We're still practicing and still learning. But I am so excited for us to do our test together next time and get to see how much you've already learned in first grade. Okay, you can always go back and watch this video again. If there's a problem that you weren't sure about or maybe you need a little extra practice with, you could rewind until you find it and watch that one again. If you feel like you still really need some more practice too, you can always get on your iReady and practice on your MyPath, and that will give you some good problems to practice and get ready for our test as well. But I know that you guys have been rocking your math at school. I know just how smart you are, and I know that you are going to do fantastic on your test the next time I see you. All right, that's it. Thank you for sticking with me today and doing lots of great math, and I can't wait to see you again tomorrow.